It all started with a small conflict with his girlfriend that got Craig Petties in big trouble. On April 4, 2001, police were called to a house in southwest Memphis by Petties' girlfriend, Latasha Booker. Petties and Booker said they had been in a fight, but that everything was fine. But there was a strong smell, and a marijuana cigarette was in plain sight on a coffee table, according to reports. And while other men emerged from elsewhere in the house, the homeowner, Tino Harris, signed a consent to search form. And officers quickly found the 600 pounds of marijuana. Petties and several others were arrested. An arrest sheet listed his occupation as sea trucking, presumably commercial trucking. His girlfriend was charged with simple assault, but it was never pursued for drugs charges. A judge set bond at $250,000. Petties made it and was released. But the state, for reasons that aren't clear, later dropped charges against Petties and some of the others. It wasn't the end of the matter. In June 2002, officers searched a Bartlett property belonging to Tino Harris and turned up 38 kilograms of cocaine. And in November of 2002, the federal government filed an indictment against Petties under seal. In response to the indictment, Petties fled to Mexico to avoid prosecution. Petties and his associates frequently changed their phone numbers to avoid potential wiretaps. Each time Mexican authorities closed in on Petties, corrupt officials tipped him off, including one such warning from an employee of the U.S. Embassy in Mexico, causing Petties to relocate to a different city. He eventually settled in the Mexican state of Querétaro, a few hours north of Mexico City, buying a home in the upscale Milenio 3 subdivision of Santiago de Querétaro, Mexico. In August 2004, he was added to the U.S. Marshal's 15 Most Wanted Fugitives list and featured on the television series America's Most Wanted. But it wasn't until 2007 that authorities knew Petties was hiding south of the border. In Mexico, Petties was protected by the Mexican cartel, where he had a private driver, a personal chef, a maid, a nanny, a personal trainer, and armed guards. From there, he was still able to orchestrate homicides back in the United States and organized the illegal transportation of over a ton 900 kilograms of marijuana and hundreds of kilos of cocaine from Mexico back into Tennessee and other states. And according to reports, the Lewis cousins ran operations in the United States on behalf of Petties, traveling to Mexico, arranging deliveries, purchasing stash houses, and protecting Petties' mother. But in 2007, the Lewis cousins were arrested. And 5 years after fleeing to Mexico, Petties was captured in Santiago de Querétaro, Mexico, on January 10, 2008. When snipers, Mexican military, and police officers descended on his white stucco home with helicopters overhead, a residence he shared with his wife Latasha Booker and their 5 children. His 17 years as the leader of a criminal organization had come to an end. Petties was deported and U.S. federal agents arrested the fugitive in Houston. Petties wouldn't confess any details of his empire at first. But authorities told him his 3 youngest children under the age of 5, all born in Mexico under fake names, wouldn't be allowed by Mexican border agents to enter the United States. They made a deal to extract extensive information from Petties in exchange for the immigration of his children, details that are hidden in sealed court records. Petties was held in the Federal Correctional Institution in Memphis. Prosecutors interrogated Petties for information, offering to change his name in prison and place his family in the Witness Protection Program. Petties knew that wouldn't fend off the Sinaloa cartel and responded with, "Wherever you put me, they're gonna kill me." In December 2009, Petties secretly pleaded guilty to 19 charges, including drug trafficking, racketeering, money laundering, and orchestrating 4 of the homicides. But the plea would not be disclosed to the public until February 2011. The story of Craig Petties' alleged rise from petty drug peddler to international trafficker illustrates how the drug business works, and Memphis' role as a distribution hub. It also shows how an enterprise built on Americans' demand for marijuana and cocaine can spread violence and mayhem from Mexico all the way to middle-class Memphis suburbs. Now, as always, we would like to know what you think about this video down below in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, peace.